Hi everyone, this is Warner from RC Corner. Welcome to our new webinar on mastering drone safety for your agriculture drones. So before we start webinar, and first I would like to thank each and everyone for coming this webinar and for arranging this webinar. For today's webinar, we will cover SOP, Standard Operation Procedure, of our agriculture drone. And also we will cover some like safety reason, because this webinar, we arranged this webinar according to our past experience with a drone. So some crash, accident, and the issue at our operation sites. So most information come from our region customer. So basically Africa's, Middle East. Yeah, and also it might include also some cases from some another country that I work for, like Malaysia. Okay, so let me start for now. So first, in this webinar, we will include the content. First is like a preparation checklist. So basically, as if you are operating in the agriculture drone, you will know what kind of things it can happen if you forgot this list. So I just make it a small list, so you can easily print it out and you can use for your operation teams, so they will not forget the items, checklist. So mostly are the checklists. And next is the operation checklist, and before operation, okay, and also during operation what kind of thing you should be checking, and after operation what you have to be doing. Okay, so and the last is like what do we do if crash, because it's not just it's crash you buy the parts. It's not like this. You need to go as per procedures. One crash, you need to have all the information so that you can process for warranty claim, or so your dealer or your salesperson can check about like warranty claims, and also which parts, and even can advise. First, this is a preparation checklist, so I hope like you can see clearly. So basically we will check or the 5 setter. First is agriculture drone, second is a remote controller equipment and its accessory, okay, and also generator, pesticide preparation tool if you prepare yourself. If you are farmer prepare, you also need to inform the farmers who prepare the chemicals, okay, and also spare parts and tools. And the last part is like protected items, because protected items are important. Sometimes your farmer might not be having this, they might not have protected equipment, then you can give to the chemical guys who are mixing chemicals, because our drone spray we already changed to drone spray. Once we change the concentrations higher, and also in terms of like a toxicity level is much higher. That means you need to make sure you bring all protected equipment. Okay, so first agriculture drone. If you say agriculture drone, you just print it off and you can tick one by one, like ready. If you just tick, if not ready, you can just say not yet, then you can find it. So first is agriculture drone. I hope you will not forget your agriculture drone when you go for operation. This one is before you depart your office, you have to check. Okay, so the agriculture drone itself, then the charger and the charger ground leads. And usually this charger ground lead is before we need, especially for T13 and previous model, because you will have some experience if you are the user. Sometimes the electric shorts can come, so better you don't forget that one. And the battery, so battery before it's 6 feet, check every battery are fully charged, not just a quantity. Also need to make sure the battery are fully charged, because as size is correct, you can charge by generator. But if you start with a full charge, that efficiency is totally different. You will have such experience also if you are operating in the farm. And better you bring the spare tent if you are doing for the 2 types of chemical, especially herbicide and other pesticide. If you are doing at the same day, you should bring like some spare tent, or it might wait sometimes. But now T40 and T15, if you are having this, This drone much easier, so maybe that also not much problem for SpareTech. And for the remote, you can check remote controller and also all the layout and the charger for remote controller, because as such, if you forgot, even though this remote controller charger is Type-C port, not every Type-C can charge this remote controller. Only 65-watt charger can charge. Even if you have a T13 charger, it won't charge. That's why you cannot forget your charger that come originally in the box. And also the charging hub for remote controller batteries, and also remote controller battery itself, because the external batteries is help you to extend to your operation. If you don't have external battery, you may suffer a lot, because to charge a remote controller it takes too much time. So better if you have an external battery, at least you have 2 external batteries. So it is wise to have a remote controller battery as well. Check everything. And for the generator especially, I want to remind is check the fuel level of the generator. This could happen with mode pilots. Let's say you are going to the farm and you check no fuel, then your farm is very far from you, then you have to wait again. Because for the drone operation, time is money. Because 2 minutes you can finish 1 acre. So if you waste 2 minutes, that's like you waste your money. That's why need to check in the early morning before you depart. You check the fuel is there, or if there is no fuel in the generator, you should go to the fuel station first and charge. Okay. For the pesticide preparation tool, also you check like mother, liquid barrel, everything, all the tool for pesticides. Especially I want like to remind is the filters, because I know like the drone, that spray tank has filters for refilling, but you should have some like paper filters or the closed filters that help you, especially when you do for powder chemical spray job, especially if you are having T13 or previous model. Okay. Some like communication tool, like maybe walkie-talkie and propellers, the spare parts. As a spare part, you should bring propellers, because in the form, also the bucket, okay, for the pesticide preparation tool, bucket, filter, some like steering rods, because the steering rod also should be brought by yourself, because that should be cleaned when you mixing the chemical. Sometimes maybe if you just take off like any stick nearby to mix the chemical, that also will affect the effectiveness of the chemicals. Sometimes maybe some rods are dirty with the mud. If you are spraying for herbicides, if you use the Medi stick, the herbicide effect will got reduced apparently. Then you will see the next day your grass or your weeds stay there. That means like that because you forgot to bring your steering rod. And next is like screw net and propellers, and also all the Allen key, the key set we give you together in the remote controller box. You shouldn't forget that. And for protective equipment, basically the masks and the gloves. The glove is like insulated rubber gloves. Okay, this is for the chemical handling guys. Basically like this, all the equipment you shouldn't forget. So because the drone spray atomize means the droplet size is the smallest is 50 micrometers. This is very, very tiny. Then it can easily carry by wind and it can come to us. So this is an example in Kenya. So that my experience in Kenya in the 2023 February. So what experience is we forgot the mapping drone for the sizer, because if you have to do for the mapping flight before your agriculture drone operation, you should go 1 day earlier, and you not just go, you also need to bring your mapping tools. So for the mapping tool, Mavic 3M and the RDK mobile station. If you are using Funnel 4 multispectra, you need to bring iPads and the cables. If you use a Mavic 3N or call Mavic 3N bus. So that's one where we forgot the sizer. Why? Of course, we already understand for the mapping drone, one we need for fruit tree like avocado, mango, big trees. Not just that. For some like condition of farm like this, you see in a farm there's many trees, and also the customer have special requirements. The customer requires as like to spray about the tree lines, exactly tree line center. That means you have to draw your own flight path, and you have to go with the mapping tools. You should be planning in terrace. So we need this kind of tool. Another idea is you see many obstacles in the farm. Back to 2023, we introduced T14 there, and luckily we have a T14. We just turn on, so the drone automatically bypass. Even then, I still remember 2 times the drone couldn't manage the obstacle because there's a many. If detect the obstacle, it's trying to go up, and the obstacle is big, it's trying to sideways, and also the right side have one obstacle. Then also it's trying to go another side, one obstacle. That means automatically it couldn't walk. So only the pilot had to assist with IPV camera. Okay, so this is the case 2 in the Ivory Coast. Yeah, so not just a fuel, you can learn from this picture. We also need to check the engine wire. So before we every time before we leave, check that there's an engine wire, because sometimes it may happen, maybe the leakage or anything, maybe after a long time engine wire not good condition. So you need to have this information. Okay, so next is like, let's say we are now in the farm. So before we start our operation, we need to check. So first, there's 2 things. First is pesticide. Second is about our equipment. For the pesticide, there's 4 things. First, you need to make sure the highly toxic pesticides are not used. So these kind of things, for pesticide regimen, I also would like to suggest you to discuss with your farmers 1 day earlier. So it is wise to discuss with your farmer. You know the chemical information, you know the site condition, then you can decide. Okay, so the very highly toxic pesticide shouldn't be used because we are using atomized nozzle, and this can carry by wind easily. You know our skin also have the hole, that's why it's sweating, right? The chemical can go, the size is very tiny, then you may pass out. I had that bad experience before. So the second thing is you need to wear protected max gloves and stand in the upwind direction. And so gloves, protective equipment, if you have glasses, and glasses and max basically require even for everyone, for pilots or anyone. Okay, and the third thing is herbicides, because in the farm, sometimes you might be mixing with foliars and pesticides, foliar and insecticides together. So because that saves you all money, instead of spraying one by one, sometimes you are mixing 2 or more. So in that kind of condition, you can mix, but you just follow the order, right? Powder chemical first. The chemical that need to take time to be homogeneously mixed, then you can mix first. So always remember, do not mix herbicide with another chemical. Even after you apply herbicides, this spray tank should be clean well. How do we clean it? You can simply put full tank and flush the waters. 2 full tank, it should release all the affected chemicals. If not, if you didn't clean the herbicide tank, you mix another chemical and you spray, the herbicide effect will show on your crops, then you will have some problem with the farmers. So be careful for this, especially when you are handling with herbicides. Do not mix with another chemicals. So whatever chemical you are using, as I mentioned, first follow the order. Second thing is follow the secondary dilution method. Okay, let's say you need like 10 liters. 10 liter per hectare. So 10 liter, 1 liter chemical and 9 liter water. You just mean 9 liter, put 1 liter, mix it, stir it. This is the round practice. It's not just for drone, it's for every equipment to make sure the efficiency, efficacy, effectiveness of the chemicals. So how we mix is, first you just put small water. If you mixing 10 liter, just make like a 2 liter water, put chemical and mix it properly, and put more water and mix again. So 2 times. That's why we call secondary dilution method. If you are using 2 or more chemical, and you can mix 2 or more. Next, for preparation work, we have 3 check. First is remote controllers, and second thing is aircraft, and the last is you need to exhaust L. Why I add only 1 point exhaust L is many pilots forgot this. Because if you forgot to exhaust L, there can be some L in the hose, in the beginning, in the initial, when the drone take off and go start, sometimes there is some error inside and it might come back because the system is not working. But this is the worst case scenario. First, for remote controller check, you just turn on, you know, right? Just one press, you can check the battery level, right? The power button. And short press and long press, and you can see, and then you unfold the antennas, check the battery, check antenna, and also you need to ensure remote controller mode. Stick mode is very important. Mode 1, mode 2, mode 3. So if you are using mode 2, make sure remote controller mode is mode 2. So normally our operation are automatic route planning mode, right? But in case of emergency, our hand, the pilot remember his mode. Let's say that the drone is a mode 1, you are mode 2. So you want to, in case of some emergency case, you want to land. So you may be the pressing down, right? For you is the throttle is on the left side. You bring back that the drone will land, right? But actually in the mode 2, this is not the landing. This is like a pitch. So the drone will be coming back to you instead of landing. Then there can be some like unnecessary case or accidents. That's why remote controller check, stick mode check is very, very critical and important. The second thing is for the aircraft. For the aircraft, you unfold the propeller, you unfold the arm, and you unfold lock the backhoe, right? And all slip if you are using the T20 or earlier, not T20P, okay? After T13, we introduce the backhoe lock or check carefully. Even like a bucket lock, I would like to remind you should also have a counter check. Check all the one time, then after you do check again. Why? This case happen often because our drone have the sensor in the M-lock sensor, but sometimes M-lock sensor might not be working. So if working, no problem. If you didn't lock, the drone will not allow you to take off. Yes, and also before you put on the batteries, because especially each and after every flight you replace the battery, right? Every time check the battery with just one press battery power button, one press, check the level and put it. And also next, you also should be checking the all LED are working normal. Basically, you will see in the drone ESC has LED lights. So most pilot and most operator haven't noticed this LED. You will clearly see in the manual. So LED is like flashing red, or is flashing orange, or just stable orange, or slowly flash. So how LED are behaving is telling that what the status of your drone. So please check the LED light as well. And the last part is ISO-L. So just you can easily press 2 seconds on the spray button easily. Then it will release the L. Or you can also go check in the spray system, and then you go the release the L. So if this checklist is important. If you forgot, what could happen? First, what I did is I check in the Terra and generate my plan in DJI Terra, and I check everything. If you have a Terra, you can check even like 3D flight paths, okay, how the drone will behave. If you see some points is going very down and it's not safe, you can simply move that size. You can do it in Terra, okay. And yeah, you can check the form, so you can see, because sometimes the farmer give you the wrong chemical, then you need to correct the right chemicals. So which parts is exactly happening. So this is in the size. We check the aircraft. Yeah, because we are different people, so I'm checking. Actually, as a pilot, you should be checking one by one, like remote controller and the aircraft, right? Then check the battery level, and also should be tightly, not just the battery level, also tight. You should hear the click sound. Okay. And check the stick mode, everything. Then just go, just example. This is like a sleep loss. We forgot to tighten, and because that time also because only one pilot, and he forgot to check. He just do it and he start going because the propeller have the stretching the drone, because when the propeller rotates is like the force are outward, right? You already know, if you know some principle or the drone the force are outward, so you can take off, you can go higher, no problem. But even if you forgot to lock, okay, it will go. But and then you start, then the the propeller, the full direction change, then it's crash, is totally crash. Next is operation check. This one is more interesting. This is because this is for the during operation. So mostly during operation, first we will make a decision operation mode. Okay, because it depends. We have a different operation modes: manual, automatic, or semi-automatic. I make it. I divided 3 sessions. But in the manual, we have a manual or manual plus. What is different is manual plus or manual is the same. You are flying yourself, but the manual plus will help you to lock the heading, so that make it uniform. So the step 2 is you need to go for test optimization. So you have to select the LIDAR header, right? So you need to select appropriate dosage. That is depend on your discussion with the farmers one day earlier, right? So basically, I can tell you, if you are a new user, you can follow 1 to 3 GBA. Some people 2 GBA is most commonly used. 1 GBA or 2 GBA, 3 GBA you can use for the feed crops like sisal, and even for corn, maize, and even for rice. It's good. You can go for 1 to 3 GBA range. And second thing is you can check the height. So for the height also the height is only count like from the plant canopy, from the top, not from the ground surface. Okay, and also to the radar. So it depends where your radar is. So this is important. You need to select the height. The height is for the feed cross 1.5 to 3.5 meters. It also depends on the and also for fruit tree 3 meter to 9 meters, and some terrain farm also, because terrain follow in most drone I see a little bit lagging. So unless you plan with Terra, okay, is a little bit lagging. So you should plan wisely, select the safe altitude, and also need to make sure the penetration. The third thing is speed. When you optimize the text for speed, you can go 5 meter to 7 meter per second. So you may see some of the pilots, they land the runway is just put maximum flight speed. It is right for mapping drone, but not for agriculture drone. Even though your drone can handle the maximum flight speed, I won't suggest more than 7 meter per second. Why? Because 7 meter per second is the limitation of our obstacle avoidance radars. Obstacle avoidance radar, if you fly more than 7, it will not detect the obstacle properly. For speed, see, you need to show the low drift, the drift issue, because the drone spray, the disadvantages is there may be drift. Of course, we make sure to reduce as low drift as possible by the downward wind. The second thing is you need to observe battery percentage and the flight distance. That's already mentioned, right? So flight distance between home point and the drone. So if the home point and the drone is very far, I'm sure you cannot even fly automatic. You just resume and go, then battery there 70%, and then just finish 5 liters. The battery already gone, and you may have to manage. If you don't manage, you say okay, 30% you have to manage. Then if you manage like other field, okay, other plots, you may say okay, 30% I will come home. Then the battery is not enough, and then it may crash or it may do the emergency landing. Okay, this is the operation checklist. Yeah, that's an example. I show you this picture because sometimes I'm asking the text optimization, the route optimization. What are these? You will see this thing here. Okay. Okay. So this one, the case one. This is very fresh case. 2024 June. So it's happened. Well, this is a thing. So the picture, what happened? You will see the text area is very far from us. Okay. So what happened there is we already load like 13 liters. So our rate is 1.5 GBA, 6 liter per acres. So every flight we load only 13 liter, 30. Then we load and go there, it's come back. But in a flight is already very far place, and we load the 35 liters. We just go and the drone is there. When it reach the distance around 400 meters, the resume point, the break point. Then after finish 2 liters, the battery already reached to 30%. And then the pilot bring home. See the payload, think about just finish 5 liters, that means 13 liter payload, and the distance is 400 meters is coming home. But when I see, oh, it's not safe, then I remember I had to take over the remote controllers. I was nearby, so I took it. But I already know, even if I'm flying, the drone will land emergency and also crash. I know. I try my best. Okay, so it's come back. I bring manually come, and the drone. I was so lucky because 5%. I reduce the emergency point 0. I bring back, and the drone reached to 5%. It's near to me, and I try to land. It's already the drone when landed on the ground is 0%. Actually, this is too bad, too serious case. It may crash any times. You see on the way, anywhere it land, maybe on the water or anything. So this one is because of ultra low body warning, the drone landed straight away. Then it crash is the propeller, because see, it can happen because we don't know where it is, where it will land. So remember, don't do such kind of mistake. Okay, trying to recover. If something happen, trying to recover your best. And this one also same thing, because the pilot during the flight, the pilot neglects the warnings, ESC ban and crash. So yeah, so actually this case already something happened, accident. So you may have to understand what caused the crash. So this case is in flight, the drone give you warning, the battery low body warnings, and also the balance is it's already lost balance because propeller broke one side. So of course the manufacturer or any drone company will tell you, okay, our drone can manage even one propeller broke, it stay flying. But I don't think the manufacturer will say just keep flying. Once one propeller broke and you got realized trying to make landing. If you don't make landing, yes, the drone is flying, but the balance is lost. So the other side or the EFC is running too hot and getting hot and bent. So this is somehow related to before operation. Why? Because every after operation you need to do the maintenance, the clean, check. Then if you forgot, the next day you suffer. Like what is for aircraft and remote controller and the other items. Of course, for aircraft you need to turn on the batteries, okay, and for the propellers, arms. So if you forgot this, maybe you forgot to turn on the battery, you are carry. That also not a good predict. And also maybe you forgot to for the propeller you are just carry. Then maybe something hit, then propeller broke. It can happen. And also, so you need to fold the propeller arms and also check the battery port every after flight, because if you forgot the battery port, maybe also you may have to clean the battery port also. Not just check the battery port, also you have to clean the battery port, and also you have the last point, okay, and also check the nozzle and to put the full tank, flush water to full tank to clean the nozzle and everything, and also clear the hose. For clear the hose is T15. You just clear the hose, then it will be drifting only to clear the hose. This is available in T15. Okay, and also you have to wash and clean. So you can wash with water, because this is water resistant. So of course you may have to dry once after you finish washing with water, and also wash the power distribution board, nozzle, filters. Why I mentioned like power distribution board basically, because most people forgot to clean it. So maybe oxidized, maybe chemical erosion. You have to clean it properly so that there is no disconnected from your remote controller or battery disconnected issue. This issue is very common now among the user. This is because poor maintenance, or you didn't clean well, you didn't check the power distribution board every time. Also check the antennas, sometimes antenna broke or not, and also watch and clean the remote controllers. you can use a alcohol and some cotton swab to wash and clean. Okay, so and also for item, you just check all the items you should bring back, right? You cannot leave in the farm. But remember, some of my pilots leave the filter. Every time I have to buy filters, and then I make a rule: if you forgot the filter, you buy yourself. You have to buy for the teams. Then they don't forget. So anyway, you have to check all the things. Okay, and check the fuel level. The fuel level generator, not just as I say before operation. Also, you can check after operation. Then you may go and refill the fuel. That's also good practice. So these are the case. Very serious damage, especially because of poor maintenance, because you didn't check. This is like by power distribution boards, didn't clean well, and it got fire. And this is for the threading. You forgot to check the cable and plug. Then this is the payload cables, and it's already the rusty. So they didn't kill. Even they've been using rusty. They've been using. Yes, of course, one day it will you will suffer see the chemical erosion. And because of some water and the dusty, that is happen. And this kind of crack also because this is not because every time maybe when the transporting time it can also happen. Check every time. Okay, maybe sometimes you install the battery, you didn't hear. Why? Because maybe the click is damaged or broken. Okay, be careful, especially if you clean well. It also can happen by the chemical erosion and the fertilizer. Then it can easily crack also. So you have to wash all the time and dry clothes. Everything you have to clean your batteries and drone and remote controller. Okay. So some more case, these 5 drones have a different kind of error because of the checklist failures. Okay. Forgot to check this, that, then it crashed. Different. This is nozzle is serious damage. So I don't think you want to see your drone sitting like this. Then you lost your business is not good, right? So this is not good for you also, even if you are the drone operator or pilot. Okay, so this is totally crash damage. So anyway, another good news is like if something crash happen. So let's say you forgot things and now you have something, some drone crash. So what we have to do once it's crashed, remember you have to upload the flight log, the accident log. If you didn't upload, because every time you turn on creates another log, so it is difficult for the after sales center like DJI after sales center to help you claim warranty. So for you, once it's crashed, just upload to the flight log. So how to upload the flight log? You may check in our YouTube channel also. We already uploaded it. Okay, so check upload the flight log and give you this information. See, number 2, flight log QR code. Okay, aircraft serial number. You just find out to find out the cause of accident. You may have to provide this information. Okay, make a list and share with us, and we will check the cause of accident. If this is from the machine, and we will give you can claim for warranties. Okay, like this list. So for the aircraft video sample, if for the crash case, you may also have to provide the video. So how? So first you have to turn on the connect and you have to show. Okay, so how I show you. So you just click big key and show all the warning clearly and show the aircraft condition. So well damaged, show the serial number for 30 seconds and then show which parts are damaged. Okay, so yeah, you need to show every parts which are damaged. So for us also need to make easier to make list of the spare parts you may require. See, it's crack. Okay, see. Okay, so I show everything one by one and any damaged parts. See the radar, so look good, so I show. And naturally this drone also under warranty, so we could claim the warranty. Mostly don't forget to provide us information to check the cause of accident. Okay, shop. See. Okay, So it shows the landing gear, every motor, check even the backward radars. Okay, the point. Okay, so the main thing is the serial numbers. Okay, serial number and show wherever you may need to replace. Also trying to rotate is working or not. So next thing is like warranty coverage. For warranty coverage, not just here, you may also go to DJI website and you will see warranty information. You can simply download. Mostly for the aircraft, you will see 1 years. Okay, for our region. Okay, 1 years. Yeah, mostly remote controller also 1 years. Only will highlight these some easily worn part and accessory like impeller pumps, atomized sprinkler, flow meters, liquid level gauge, weight sensor module, solenoid valve, hose, propeller and propeller adapter. See, 15 days, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. Okay, so these are the warranty information you may also get from the DJI website too. Yeah, thanks. I hope I'm welcome for every question.
Good afternoon. Okay. My name is Sydney. I just wanted to confirm, when spraying trees, like you said,
Yep.
I know you mentioned a particular distance one should give. Would you need to consider the kind, like the species of trees, or is there a standard for all trees, what one should follow? For instance, now, a cashew plantation, the trees are about maybe 8 meters, 7 meters or thereabout. Whereas a palm tree grows much more than that. Is there a standard as to the distance you should leave when you're spraying trees, or is this something that one needs to calculate by yourself?
Yes. Okay. For the fruit tree application, of course, it depends on the trees. So it depends on the tree kinds. So in DJI Terra, if you go for Terra, it's even mention you for continuous spray example. So not spot spray, okay, one by one. Continuous spray, you can plan by the tree center, okay. Every tree crown center connected one flight. It will follow the tree center, or every distant interval. Or you may like maybe if you are growing like 5 meters, or every 5 meters. That's how you can do it. This is for the continuous spray. Even continuous automatic based on the tree center or based on the tree distant interval. That is like you can do it in the Terra. Okay, so even if you say the interval or both function is not okay for your condition, you may also create your own flight path. You can draw the flight path by the semi-auto or manual plannings. You can create, because sometimes the trees grow on the terrace, like a curb line. So of course the automatic will create the straight line flight paths. So you can you can draw your own flight paths to follow the tree line and to follow the terrains. This is for continuous. Okay, for the spot spray, as I say, for spot spray, the drone will go and stop and spray. For small trees, because the radius is the affected radius is 6 meters. Okay, so not actually 3 meters radius, so 6 meter diameters. So the drone stop 3 meters, 3 meters. So if your tree canopy is big and also maybe is more than 6 meter diameters, so you may need to select like one spot to maybe 2 spots or 3 spots. That's how you can optimize by yourself. Thanks for joining today's webinar, and I hope you will find useful tips for the safety of your agricultural drone operation. And in more webinars, we will be sharing more tips. If you have any question, you can contact us. We are here to assist you. See you in the next webinar. Bye bye.